The idea actually came about at a town hall a few years ago. We held quarterly town halls for all staff, and then one staff brought up the idea, hey, wouldn't it be great if we could have a rooftop garden? And then that little idea then started to mess with some of our other priorities that we have at TO Live, one of which is to be as environmentally sensitive as we can. And so this worked very, very well to help us with our goals to be more sustainable, specifically when we're looking at how do we reduce some of our greenhouse gas. Now, with the garden here, you may wonder, how does the garden possibly help you reduce greenhouse gas? But the fact is, with the food procurement, that's a major source of greenhouse gas emissions. And what we have right now, this is just a small little test we're doing. See what we can learn this year and see how we can apply it to future years to scale it up.
This is a very cool new feature in your kitchen. You got a rooftop garden here.
Yes.
So what all do you have here right now?
We planted a lot of herbs and some tomatoes. This is our first year doing it, and we had to time it because we're not very busy in July and August. So I planted things that will be ready for harvest in September when we're busy.
Come September, we've got corporate events and whatnot. You're going to use these products with the food that you serve.
Absolutely. We're going to use the fresh herbs. We have some flowering plants and lavender that we use as garnish. The herbs will be processed into oils and vinaigrettes and used for marinades. And the tomatoes should be ready by then, and we'll use them in our salads.
Do you do this all yourself?
I planted this with my sous chef, but she found a brilliant irrigation system online that turns on twice a day, so it automatically waters it. And we're lucky that we had so much rainfall that we very rarely use the irrigation system, but if we didn't, it was self-watering. So once we planted it, it's very little maintenance.
As you know, we make thousands and thousands of meals a year for corporate clients, for artists that visit our venue, as well as staff. And all of those meals have a very high greenhouse gas impact. And being able to grow it locally takes a lot of trucks off the road. We have less packaging. We get things that are grown from a sustainability perspective. Our food waste turns into compost. We fertilize it, so the food that we're not throwing out is going into our gardens to help us grow new food. So it kind of keeps everything within our own ecosystem, if you will. In the end, once we're able to scale it up, will help us reduce, again, our greenhouse gas emissions from food waste. Right now, we're in the very beginning phases of it, but looking at all of this is one key of our, one small little part of our bigger desire to be more green and more conscious of our place in the environment. But it's a good little start.